Welcome back to the Chicago Rail Project. What you're looking at here, of course, is OTC. And I haven't spent a whole lot of time in this area lately. I've primarily been working south, and I'll take you on a little tour of that. One second here. Let me make one change here. There we go. There we go. That's better. I haven't done much in this area either, but I have done a little. I've signaled the entire BNSF Chicago subdivision has been signaled, except for one spot, which I guess we can work on today. That's not what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Let me know if there's any volume problems or anything like that in the comments or in the chat. See here. I've gotten this side of this control point signaled. This one's controlling, or is permissive, or intermediate, depending on how you look at it. I haven't signaled this side yet, but this side, let's see here. Zoom in on Google Earth. Here. Okay, I'm just going to focus on the two BNSF line. Or no, at this point, I'm not exactly clear where the BNSF ends and Amtrak begins, or vice versa. Other than I'm thinking it's that this signal in this general area here, that this is actually here. This is where it changes over from BNSF to Amtrak. That would make the most sense to just allow Amtrak to be in control of this section here when they're turning trains. Let's see here. What I want to look at, though, is this section right here. Hi, Bryce. I kind of figured we want to first viewers. Here. One of the things I like about Google Earth is, oh, am I looking at it right? No, I wasn't. The fact that they now have actual 3D views stuff, I can see approximately what the signals look like. Okay. Easter's good, Bryce. It's nice. It's nice to be off work and do something actual. Actually feels worth it instead of just sitting around all day. Nice to meet you, CNW Rail fan. Here. Oh, wait. Try this. There we go. Oops. That's why. Oh, that's another thing. I've consolidated most of my layers into this track layer, putting the UTM tiles just to make life easier. Not sure how much easier it is, but that's where I'm at. See here. And okay, and basically the same signals on the other side. I don't really have a good signal bridge that will go across all four of these tracks. So for the time being, I'm just gonna use this for a couple of these. Here. And that's basically, I think, the widest one I have. I'd rather do this. I don't know why I'd rather do it, but what I'm doing. This is just a stand-in for now. I don't know if you've noticed, but quality of this, the picture I've been able to get out is a lot better than what it used to be on DSL. I just got fiber optic a couple days ago, actually. I'll come back to this in a little bit. I want to show you what else I've been doing. Let's go up here. No, wait. That's not where I want to go. Back here. Okay. I've signaled from the Metro Southwest service line from where I left off here. I have a couple more signals to do in this on these offshoot tracks here, and Metro actually uses this one here for like southbound or outbound traffic. But I'm using a mix of signals. I think this is a JMR signal. No, I don't know who actually made this one. I'm not a big fan of the texture on these signals, but they look the best out of the ones I could find and actually represent what's actually there. Well, I'll have to look for that bridge line later on. Thanks for the tip, by the way. These are JMR signals on a jointed rail bridge or signal bridge. More JMR signals. It really helps to have the Metro cab ride videos from a couple of years ago to see what these signals look like. And oh, no, I'm getting into the yard here. Go this way. More JMR signals. It's a mix of JMR signals and jointed rail signals, depending on, well, I've primarily been using jointed rail signals since I started, but I've gotten to the point where I want to see more prototypical signals than what jointed rail offers. You work on finding a better signal bridge than this, so I don't want the signals to continue floating out there in space. We're coming over to the, I think it's the 74th Street interlocking or 47th, I can't remember. a mix of JMR and jointed rail signals here. Ones facing the other direction are jointed rail intermediate signals or advanced signals. These are all jointed rail. This area I've decided to model as it exists in approximately this time last year. When I was working on the signals in this area on Google Earth, I'll actually show you that. And how much of a mess the area is and will be for at least the next couple of years. Okay. Here's how it existed a couple of years ago. This is the most recent satellite images. They've gotten the bridge piers done for the majority of the approach to the grade crossing. Looks like they haven't started. I think they've started work on the grade separation of the railroad crossing here, but I'm not gonna model all this because it's just too big of a mess to follow and have it look like what it currently does. Here's on the south side. Okay, back to trains. I will be representing the old crossing here with just what are with an eventual replacement of these two tracks here. But as you can see, temporarily the tracks diverge over into the old yard here and then back out. They completely cut off the throat of the yard. It's no longer serviceable. I have no idea if they're gonna put it back in use for anything afterwards. I don't think it's been used for years. But while I'm at it, I've signaled down this way. I've also been working on the track charts. I've gotten the CSX of Blue Island, which we're looking at right now, done from the UP north of here all the way south to Blue Island, to the Blue Island crossing. Here's some more JMR signals. Really wish I could see signal indication so I could more easily just open up. The JMR signals look nice, and I'm going to assume that they work great. but it'd be nice to have something that help me understand what the difference between automatic and interlocking in this case is. Is there an advantage over advanced versus basic? And also, can I set different can I set different lengths and signal indications based on route? And we're back into mostly jointed rail signals. But let's see here. Yeah, these two represent where I ended the signals. I just use those to test or put trains down by, let me back up here. These signals and these signals over here to make sure that they were showing proper aspects. Let's go up the Elson subdivision back to the Belt Railway. After we cross the CSX Blue Island subdivision back there, I did not model the or I haven't put the signals down for any more of the Metro line, but I had the CSX line here all the way up to the south end of the NSF Colworth Yard, up that way. I spent quite a bit of time in this area trying to figure out the signal in this area. I still need to come back. I'm probably going to end up replacing some of these or all of them with JMR signals. I need to come back and finish the clearing yard here. Belt Railway is signaled all the way down to where we first saw it over east of here in the Indian Harbor Belt. Let's go over there. Wait for things to load. Yeah, it's signaled here. Thanks to Iron Diamond Rail Productions. I can't wait for this to finish either. Another thing I've done is I've deleted all of the trains that I had on the route. I deleted them off as I need to rethink how I'm going to program Metro Trainz and all that fun stuff in interlocking towers and such, because I don't know if it's the game, my computer, or what it might be, or a combination of factors. But I hit a point with where trains would just run through a point and then back up or stop without any explanation. Or I think the last time I tried running anything after deleting some of the interlocking powers I had set up, the game just crashed. So there's a couple places I need better signal bridges. Let's go back up to BNS. Where? And it's not just the being or this one particular area, it's a couple different areas. And I haven't even really considered how much the Metro Electric line, those signals are going to need to be. Let's see here. Okay. Grab a ruler. Let's just measure the prototype. Okay, the prototype's approximately 106 feet. And it's across 4 tracks. That. You mean the JR Coal Country route? I think I might have that. Let me see if I can pull that up. Oh, yes, I do. It has a couple missing tendencies. Let me see if I can pull up. It's a lot of missing assets. Currently looking at the dependencies on the Coal Country route. Let's see here. Okay, so thanks for the keyword. That makes this a lot easier. Let's see here. That's of course. That's showing up for me as an unknown asset. Okay, 1 second here. Let me see if I can pull up jointed rail. Oh, I'll just keep that in mind later. I'm not gonna project you find people me just video me doing something off screen. Let's see here. This is a good way of seeing how much of the route is signaled, how many junctions there are. And yeah, I haven't signaled or junctioned anything in the BNSF Corworth yard or clearing yard, but based on, and I need to come back and work on proviso. Just look at the number of junctions in that yard, and you can get an idea of how bad clearing yard's going to be. Plus, I have go down where I kind of left off working. These two yards, Bar and Blue Island. Thinking, I know this is a UP yard. I think it's Yard Center. I think that's the name of it. Oh, well, I'm thinking about it. Where? Yep, this is what I want to look at. This area right here. I'll also hope that the signal bridge you mentioned is enough to span this. Or it should be enough to span this if it's a spline. Let's see here. I think. Let's see if I got this right. Let's see. I'm just looking at this trying to figure out which ones are Canadian National, which ones are Metro. I'm thinking the 4 on the left here are Metro Electric / Chicago South Shore Line, then the other 4 are Canadian National. Let's see. Where did I leave off here? Oh, okay. This took enough to get up to this point, down to this point. When you look at it. Now I just need to bring this line over from, oh, partially already over there. No. That's not why I'm working. This is where I left off working down here. Here. Anything, if there's anything I actually want to do, or if I just call in a night and go to bed. And yes, Bryce, I know it's only 9 o'clock. Yeah, I think I've shown you enough for tonight. I don't want to bore you too much. So I'm just gonna say, have a good night and happy Easter.